host, Ramon Roan, and this is another edition of Handicapped Born Black in America. It's been brought to you by Judicial Freedom Riders. You can find us at www.jfrinc.org. The title of this video is called Prank Gone Wrong. Young man in Chicago, and we often see these pranks on television or on YouTube about the filming these they want to get people natural reaction onto things. You usually see these white kids doing it, but nonetheless, when you know about the show with Ashton Kutcher, pranked or whatever, and some of the stuff is funny. However, I watched some recent ones, young white kids going into the hood in New York. I believe it's New York, but anyway, in the city. And they are like, they're coming up to these, they're going up in the hood. And they're trying to prank these guys. And a couple of them, had guns pulled on them. I mean, actually, gats pulled on them. Like this one kid, skinny kid. Couldn't be no more than 20 years old. Let's say 20-something. And he pulled a gun out of nowhere. I mean, he had a tank top on and clothes fit tight to him, and he reached in and pulled a gun out of nowhere. Nonetheless, the article reads, in Chicago, Illinois, 16-year-old Ryan Wilson is dead after attempting to prank gang members in Chicago. Wilson, a young man from Chicago suburb, went to the southside of Chicago. Southside of Chicago, unless you live there, you shouldn't go. With a friend pranking random people. According to Wilson's friend, the teenager approached a couple of Vice Lord gang members and said, "Are you ready to die?" You're going to, let's just say that they're not Vice Lords. They're not Crips, they're not Bloods. You're walking somebody in the hood and you're going to ask them, "Are you ready to die?" Before the teens could pull out the bottle of Clairol hair dye to insinuate about dyeing their hair, one of the gang members pulled out a .22 and shot Wilson with a .22 multiple times in the head. The young man died, 16 years old. Prank gone wrong. Now, the young man, really, it's a prank. It was a joke. It was a joke. A joke gone wrong. And really, I can't really say much about the young man to saying that he shouldn't have done it, because we all play jokes on people. Was it wise to play a joke on somebody that's a gang member and the possibility of them being killed? No, it wasn't wise. Chicago is one of the most dangerous cities in the country. Definitely the most corrupt city in the country, but one of the most dangerous cities in the country. The last place you need to be playing a prank on some people in the hood where the murder rate is so high is Chicago, the South Side. At 16 years old, this young man have seen his last day that day. There's not going to be a wedding bells. There's not going to be, I don't know if he's at 16 years old, if he's a father or not. His future is gone. And who knows what will happen with the guy who killed him, because they may not even, there's many of those murders that's in Chicago, they go unsolved. Just unsolved. This is sad for the Ryan Wilson and his family. It is sad. And you can't bring anything, you can't bring him back. It's just so sad. I hate to see such a young life, 16 years old. Now his parents have to bury him at 16. Not from an illness, not from not even like an accident. You know, you died at the hands of somebody, because when he pulled that trigger and pointed at the head, he was not aiming. He was not intending. There was no intention of wounding the child. His intention was to kill him. And by the way, I often think that that's not somebody to shoot somebody in the head like that. That's not their first time killing. I that's my opinion. Nonetheless, this young man needs justice for his family. I hope that they do receive justice for Ryan Wilson. Unfortunately, 7,000 to 9,000 African Americans are murdered per year on our streets. 7,000 to 9,000 a year. That's sad, and we need to stop the violence. But with Judicial Freedom Riders, we believe in order to stop the violence, you have to create opportunities. You got to create a different structure in the family, and so maybe Ryan Wilson family may be fine, maybe an intact family. But what about the young man that's carrying around a gun? Why? What's his story? And so these are complex issues, and requires a complex solution. So please like this video, subscribe to our channel, and become a member of Judicial Freedom Riders. Don't be the if you have a plate, breakfast, you got the bacon and the eggs. Okay, the pig is committed. The chicken, he's just a participant. He just lay an egg and he goes. But the pig, he only, after, when he's in it, he's in it. $36 per year, and we can use your help. And we have a strategy of bringing fairness into our justice system. There's judicial activism and social activism. So please become a member of our organization. Again, my name is Ramon Roan. My co-founder, John Singletary, wishes you and your family well. May God bless you, and may God bless America.